Okay, we're continuing our training on Amazon Connect Contact Center. And what we're going to be talking about in this video is Agent Workspace. It's a place for agents to take calls or messages from customers, and they could see its integration at the glass, so they could see the CRM profiles, the customer profiles, case management, um, and they could work with Amazon Q to uh, to feed the customer information they might need to see to resolve the issue. My name is Steve Bonacontri. I work for Home Task AI, and let's move on. Okay, so in Agent Workspace, agents can use the workspace to receive customer profile, case, and needed information to help the customer. And really, what it is integration at the glass. It has this originally Amazon Connect had this contact control panel to receive voice calls and chat messaging. This gives us a little bit more uh, to integrate different tools that the agent can use to look up cases, look at the profile information for customers, and 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 actually use artificial intelligence to get step-by-step guides on telling the customer what to do and how to resolve their issue. And it works sort of in real time. Customer could ask questions, and Amazon Q could answer them, and the agent is getting the information and basically giving that to the customer, whatever is needed. So we have a contact control center. This receives calls and chat messaging. We have something called customer profiles, where uh, you could see the caller CRM information and the case management information in real time. As the customer connects with the agent views this information and says, "Hi, Steve. Thanks for being a gold member. Are you calling about case number 100?" And basically, it smooths out the conversation, and the agent gets information from Amazon Q. The agent receives real-time step-by-step guides, receives real-time responses to help the customer, and the agent can quickly, interactively ask questions to Amazon Q and get answers for customers. And so basically, when you set up the workspace, you have to set up the customer profiles in Amazon Q and all that other stuff. And we'll see that in the following video of how to make all this happen. Okay, so let's go through these one by one just to review what we have here. So Amazon Q, the agent gets real-time links and information to help customers. Okay, so what you do is you go into Amazon Connect, you go to the Amazon Q section, you create a domain that the agents can access content from, and it'll ask you to create KMS keys to encrypt information. Um, and basically, what you do is you create an S3 bucket. You store PDF files or text files in the bucket for particular product information or categorized information, I'm going to say. So what I did was for Home Task AI, what I did is I created a bucket and I figured if anyone is asking questions about kitchen remodeling or kitchen supplies or kitchen um, uh, questions, I put all these PDF files in a bucket with the product information, and my Amazon queue can talk to that agent and get that information in real time. Now, like I said, typically that's for the customer self-service. You can make sure that the agent sees that information in real time. So the goal here now with Amazon Connect is for the agent to get the information to help the customer. So the customer is talking on the phone and they're saying they need, could you give me a list of most common kitchen supplies, blah blah blah, and basically Amazon Q answers that, gives the answer to the agent, and the agent takes it and sends it to the customer. But like I said, that's an agent trying to help a customer. It could all be done self-service, which is really good. Okay, and then on top of that, The agent has a security profile. It has to be given access to Amazon Q or any other service that's in the agent workspace. So with case management, the agent needs access to that. The CRM, the agent needs access to Salesforce. So you go. What I did is I went and do security profile of an agent, and I just gave them access to Amazon Q cases and Salesforce. And so the goal is for the customer to say, "How do I change my password?" And the agent receives real-time step-by-step guidelines on how to change a password. Now, why did the agent receive it? Because Amazon Q helped the agent interactively. The step-by-step guideline was in the S3 bucket with a PDF file. So simple configuration, simple usage, and it's all great. Um, so basically, like I said, if the customer said that with a self-service portal, they would get the answer and they would be able to click on the link and see the steps themselves. But the agent is there because we're monitoring the sentiment of the customer. We don't want to lose the customer. We want the agent helping, etc. Okay, so the agent receives real-time responses to help the customer. So basically, if the customer's saying, I'm trying to change my password, or let's say the customer says, I need help trying to order a particular supply for my kitchen. Um, Amazon Q interactively catches that sound, gets transcribed to text. It gets a response to help the agent gets the response, and the agent can cut and paste that and give it to the customer interactively. Um, and so that's the way this might work. As the customer is asking questions, the agent's getting the links and the answers very quickly. But like I said, self-service is the big thing, and the best thing to do is set up self-service if 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 you have the proper agents retrieving the proper information and communicating with and when I say agent, I mean AI agents, communicating with the customer effectively. So agents can ask questions quickly and get answers to the customers, which means the agent can ask Amazon Q, um, what is, you know, how do you fix what type of sinks, what kind of sinks can I order for this particular kitchen? And Amazon Q is going to go into your knowledge database for your product catalog and basically give the agent answers. Now the agent has to determine, should I show this to the customer or not? Let me be more specific with my question. Let me get a more specific answer before I show my customer. But the goal is to accelerate the process to help the customer. So that's basically what happens. So Amazon Q is uh, easy to easy to configure, easy to set up. You just need a domain. You need to pump some data with facts in a bucket. You need increased. You have to enhance the policy for the security profile for the agent to access those guides and stuff. And like I said, in the process, there's this KMSE key encryption, and you just go yes, 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 yes. You just try to encrypt everything you can to make it secure. But bottom line is for the customer to get the result. So it's your choice whether you want to encrypt or configure or use KMS keys, but good practice, use KMS keys. Okay, let's move on to the next subject is Salesforce CRM. So what's supposed to happen is there's agents. Let's suppose there's three agents working on a queue, and let's suppose there's five customers in the queue, and two agents are busy, and one agent goes and sees that they could pick up some work on the queue, and the agent picks up the call, whether it's a call or a mess, picks up the call, and basically interact implicitly. The Amazon Connect instance and configuration has the Salesforce configured so that it retrieves the profile for the user from Salesforce. I assume it's an existing customer, right? Let's just assume that for the moment. So the bottom line is the customer is in Salesforce. And so basically the agent on the screen sees, okay, they're talking to the caller, but they also see the customer profile. They could see the email, they could see everything. And the agent can send emails, the agent can chat, the agent can talk and resolve the customer's problem. But the customer profile data, excuse me, the customer profile the agents get the real-time customer profile data to help the customer. So the CRM helps the agent with that customer information. Now, what's in that customer information? Well, uh, it's my email, it's my boss's name, the fact that I'm a gold member, all this other stuff. So that helps the agent talk to the customer and say, hey, Steve, I see you're a gold member. Stay in the line after I help you. I'll give you some coupon for kitchen products or whatever it may be. And so that is the value of it. How do you do it? You create a Salesforce cloud account. You create a contact in the account, and and then you activate customer profiles integration in your Connect instance. So you're looking at your instance and you go to the customer profile section. You create a customer profile domain. You say yes to KMS keys and make sure everything's encrypted. You define a data source integration with Salesforce, which means you're going to use um, OAuth 2 to connect to Salesforce. And then that connection between Amazon Connect and Salesforce allows the user profile to get pulled. Now, there's another step here with enhanced agent security profile to view the CMR in the agent workspace. So the agent has to have the permissions to actually view that customer uh, profile information. And that's it. We'll get more detail into remember there's IDs in Salesforce, there's IDs in Connect, and there's customer attributes, and there might be some mapping of certain attributes. You point to the Salesforce object, whether it's um, an account object or a contact object. Regardless of what it is, you're trying to map all the attributes into your Amazon Connect, and you could edit them and push changes and stuff like that. So we'll take a look at that. Relatively simple. Getting it to work is, like I said, is the challenge. But from a perspective of how do you configure this in Amazon Connect and how does it work and how does it authenticate and how does it give you the profile? It's relatively simple. And like I said, the easier said than done. But the bottom line is it's simple to make this happen for the agent, and you just got to make sure it gets done. So if there's anything that needs to get addressed to make sure that it is addressed. Okay, and then we want to talk about cases. So it looks like Amazon Connect has cases now. Typically, you can connect with ServiceNow and things like that, but it seems like with Amazon Connect there are cases, and you could activate them in Amazon Connect. This allows the managers and agents to leverage case management features to help issues get solved faster. Now, everyone knows this. Everyone wants this done perfectly. I've spoken to several people on the phone with different cases that I had with different businesses. It's amazing how this isn't done perfectly these days in different organizations. But since it's multi-vendor, it's always integration between vendors, and so you've got to tolerate that. But so what you do in Amazon Connect is you add a domain. I added Home Task 2025 cases. And like I said, there's a CRM domain, there's a Amazon Q domain, and at the moment I just want to keep them separate. We'll talk about best practices later, but I just created a domain name, Home Task Cases, and and I integrate cases with Amazon Connect. The managers can configure security profiles, templates, and fields. Now, I have an admin manager of Amazon Connect. So I went in there, I modified the security profile so the agents can see cases. I went in and created a template, and the template, you pick a template, you create it, you customize the template, you define fields. I didn't do anything with flows, but we'll take a look at that later. And then with Amazon Connect case management, you could track, you can collaborate, you could resolve customer issues and more. So basically, what you want to do is, okay, the customer calls in, and the agent picks up the call. When that agent picks up the call, that CRM, the user customer profile, comes in, the cases come in, you see the cases. Hi, Steve, I see you're a gold member. You have a case open, case 100. Is that what you're calling about? It looks like the progress of that case is that it has been resolved. Can I offer you is there anything I could help you with today? Um, If not, then I could offer you a 50% off all our products for the next month. And the reason why you want to do this, you want to please the customer as much as possible, as you do not want the customer to leave the business. You do not want the customer to have a bad sentiment. You're being tracked as an agent. Your sentiment is being analyzed with contact lens and other tools. So a supervisor could see whether if there's a delay in response, whether the sentiment of the customer is really bad. They'll get a real-time event if the customer sentiment is really bad. And so the goal is to answer the call as quickly as possible, please the customer, and treat the customer with respect, and make sure that you're informative and you talk nicely to the customer, etc. And And just so you know, I mean, like I said, if you talk to all contact centers, you realize as a customer, it's a little bit aggravating. Even if you're repeating information, like I'll be asked my information, and then some agent gets on the phone, they ask me for it again. It's kind of disturbing. So your sentiment is like you're giving them the responses, but they could tell you're not too happy about it. But so Amazon Connect does all that seamlessly to please the customer as smooth as possible. And that's all we need to talk about with this video.